welcome back to the Visceral Collection channel. Today I have for you the Spider-Man 1/3 scale statue, the negative suit variant by PCS Collectibles. There were only 150 made. Let's get into it. I got number 40 out of 150. As you can see, it has the regular art box, but it's the exclusive version. Negative suit, black and white with hints of blue. It's semi-transparent material where you could shine light through it. And I'm going to do that with a light that I think I'm going to be able to control, maybe with Google. Here's the art box. PlayStation 4 Spider-Man edition. I'm just kidding. So here's my other Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you might have heard of him. I'm going to place this statue over here next to these Mortal Kombat fellows, but I'm planning on putting my other Spider-Man statues that I have on pre-order in here. And moving all these Mortal Kombat dudes right here, and then blah blah. You don't even see all this trash. Negative suit exclusive, number 40 out of blam. We've got the standard PCS Collectibles gloves here, super small. Here's that piece, the base piece. There's so much going on here, like if something was to arrive broken, you kind of wouldn't know unless you found the little pieces first. You can already tell like the colors of this base are going to go really well with the negative Spider-Man. The base, like the horns and stuff, huge horn there, like humongous. Wow. It's like a wave. Negative energy. This is another huge horn. This is the left horn. The other horn that I had was the right horn, and I've already placed the other one. Here, I put in this horn. Fine. Super awesome. Super cool. Color and everything. I'm putting in the left horn. It fits like a glove in the back. Well, sort of like back here, but not like it opens up right here. It's not touching. There's like a huge seam right here. It's like touching. Then you can see huge gaps. I found a better view. See that there? That's the seam. So here I've got another piece of negative energy. There's another one back here. Oh yes. This part back here. Freaking tiny ass piece. Tiny little white piece went here. So I noticed there's a spot of like paint or something on there. And then the paint on that part of the mouth is like super weird. Another flame negative piece. Big magnet and peg. I think it goes on this back side. I got it. This is this piece that I just put in. So this piece, it goes in the mouth, I'm sure, because the way that it's shaped, and there's like a little hole for there. Okay, it covers the crappy paint. All right. Well, some of it. Yeah, you could still see like there's like an overlap. Like there's like they put layers of white, and one layer went over more than the other. Another sweet fire piece. Bam. I'm pretty sure this goes right there. Like so. Oh my gosh, some of the seams are terrible on this thing. What the hell? Look at this. Look at this seam right here. What the hell? Like, what? Is that supposed to... Is this supposed to be touching that? Like, it's all the way in. This sure does have like a lot of issues. Everything like on this side doesn't really like fit in well. Another fire piece. It's got a peg in a really weird spot, so it must peg in a really weird spot. So looking for the peg, I found that the base has a chip right here. And then it's got some black stuff on these waves right here. Same stuff that's up there. Another flame piece. It has an L1 here, and I think it goes back here behind this left horn. There you go. Strong magnets. So that's it for the base pieces. I think everything else is Spider-Man, so let's get this going. I've been trying for like a good while to get this in and it's not working. It's not like manufactured right, like the shoe and the peg are too fucking far from each other. Yeah. These two pegs here are too close to each other. I don't think this is going to be able to go in, but I should be able to get a replacement. Okay, so I'm back with the replacement of the Negative Suit Spider-Man PCS statue. They claim that this is number 1 now out of 150, which I very much doubt. I hate to be negative, but I've like received replacement pieces before, and like from Iron Studios, for example, through Sideshow, and it seemed like they had like recycled parts or something, because the bottom of my base for my Mystique said Professor X. The bottom wasn't exactly like in the same orientation that the regular title of the character and everything would be. It was kind of messed up down there, which I don't really care about, but because of not wanting to be an annoyance, I also had problems with my return of that Mystique statue, and I just like dealt with it. I put the piece together best I could, and I just kind of like sucked it up. I didn't want to be a crybaby about it. And then now I had to return this one, and I had number 40, I think it was, out of 150. I'd have to check back in the video. It's only been like a minute for you guys, but now it says number 1, and I don't think that stands for like number 1 in the edition size of 150. That stands for number 1 of like maybe like the first replacement piece, like, so not even the original line, which is kind of upsetting. Well, I'm just gonna open it and see, hope that I don't get any breaks or anything. Sideshow didn't want to do anything for me, so it's like I had to take all the liability of this thing coming back broken and me having to go through the trouble of having to put it back in the case and everything. Everything that has to do with having to send it back, all the inconveniences of that. When I sent it back, the piece didn't even like fit together. Well, anyways, I'm gonna get back into this, and I hope everything turns out all right. So here's the box. You can see it says number 1 out of 150 now. And there's the spot that I'll be placing him. Well, he was in there before, but once again, box. Now it says I got number 1 out of 150. Kind of strange, there was no tape. Yeah, just the straps. This thing is so like intricate that you wouldn't know if something was broken on this part. I actually have a video of like the last time I opened this, so I guess I would, right? So look at this. The paint is actually a little bit better on this part. I don't know if I remember that line being there. What's up with all this right here? Number 1 out of 150. Alright, so I got this in here on a little turntable. I actually have a spot over here where I have like the huge long piece of foam where I'm going to be putting all the pieces before I start assembling them. Alright, this piece looks to be in order. Bit huge horn. So this piece, yeah, it's the right horn, and it looks good. Looks great. So I went ahead and put in the right side horn here, where Spider-Man's foot pegs in. It looks to be like a tiny little bit wobbly, but should be fine. I mean, with Spider-Man's weight, it's only gonna go in more. Here's the left horn. Oh my gosh, this pegs in so much better than the last one. The last one I had a huge seam, like ridiculous seam. Even though this one has kind of like a weird thing going on in the demon's head, it looks like this one's going to be a lot better than the last one. It might actually work. And you would expect it to work being like a $1,400 piece. Ooh. Pull out some little base parts. Little base flame. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look damaged or anything at all. And pull out another base flame piece. Cool. Really flamey looking. Green. You've seen all this shit already. So I put in the little flame piece that I just showed right here. And seems like it would have like fallen off if it wasn't for the magnets. These seams kind of suck on some of these pieces, but it's all right. The magnets look super strong, I guess. And they're huge magnets. So I just put in this flame here. This one fit like a glove. The magnet didn't seem that strong though, but this one didn't fit that great, and the magnet was super strong. I remember this piece, the little piece that goes on the demon's face. So that piece is here. Looks pretty cool. And it fitting great. Cool, cool. Not broken, not broken. So that piece keyed in here really nicely. I actually had some trouble finding where it went in. This is the moment that I've been waiting for, because I didn't even get to pull Spider-Man's arms out of the fucking bag the last time because they don't fit in. I didn't even, you know, I tried to put Spider-Man's body in. Holy shit. Wow, those hands look super cool. See that? I didn't even pull this stuff out the last time. Another little flame for the base. L1. So it's gonna go on the left side. This is not broken. As you can see, not broken. Another flame. Flameola. Okay, this is the one that sticks out of his mouth, I remember, because of the shape. So this piece here fits so much better. It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you see the piece before, I got it replaced. Holy crap. I had ugly seams all over, and now it's starting to actually pick up a little bit. The only little issues I have are this here. This little dot of white paint there, and then this weird line that goes into his horn. Alright. Dangling like a monkey. Packing material back in the spot that it was in. Okay, yeah. This looks a lot better. You saw that spot on his nose, but I mean, that's whatever at this point. It's so much better than the last one. He had all kinds of weird, like, white dots on his face. Let's see if I could actually get him in the base this time. So, get Spider-Man's heel, and then, okay, all right. Not quite there. Is that it? The extent? I think this is the extent of what he can actually go in there. Should I trust? Let's see if we can zoom in on the camera. This is not exactly flush in here, but ridiculously so much better than the other one was. It wouldn't go in at all, but this, I don't know if this is solid. I think it'll be fine this time. We'll see. We'll see, Sideshow. So I'm gonna try to put in this beautiful arm that I showed earlier. And yeah, this piece is so much better than the last one. Let's see that seam. Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. I mean, this is gonna be hard to show, but wow, this actually fits in here. Crazy shit. So I'm pulling out the other arm here in the background. Yeah, so the seam in the back side of the arm like is not great at all, actually. And then some of the paint, like on the transitions of his costume, like from his arms to his torso, is like on the spider symbol here, it has white on the edge of it. There's all kinds of like paint imperfections, but I guess that's kind of expected with something so intricate. But I don't know. This is awesome. This has the web shooter. Super cool. Yeah, this one has like a nasty seam too, but what am I gonna do? Like get a second replacement piece? Is that regular? Is that like the regular seam? I'm gonna have to check this out. I mean, I don't think the arm will fall out. You see the seam there? Right here. And then you see that like dirty paint there? You see how it's like, and then like this other arm here too. You see the white there on the spider on his chest? Oh, it's splotched paint there. Like, what is that right there? So the piece overall is pretty amazing. I haven't even pulled out the web yet. Let me get that out real quick. So here I've got the web, and it's a metal wire, and you can pose it however you want, and I already started kind of stretching it around. Here's the obvious end piece, and then this is the part that should be coming out of the portal. There's a magnet here as well, and I'm sure this part goes towards Spider-Man's hand. We'll open one that's behind him. If I'm correct, oh, I guess this just slots in there. And then you kind of just put your web however the hell you want. Spider-Man's hand should magnetize or something. Right? No? Is that a no? I'll figure it out in a second. The magnet in the hand is actually repelling the magnet in the web, so I can't actually use this. I'm just gonna take it out. So yeah, I'll see if I could get a different one or something. There's all kinds of like paint spots missing on his head too. It's almost like they didn't do QC on like the paint, they just like chose to ignore all that. So overall, it's a pretty cool statue. I mean, like there's definitely some crazy QC issues with it, but I mean, this is already the replacement piece. I kind of don't want to go and complain again. I don't want to wait however long it takes, and I don't want to have to, you know, go through all the trouble of doing that if all they're going to do is just give me a new piece. So yeah, overall I do like the concept of the piece and everything. The execution of the engineering is pretty cool and everything, and the way everything pegs in is pretty cool. If there's no lean issues with this, that would be really awesome too, but it's just like the paint applications, and there's just a lot of like defects in the maybe it's like the casting of where some of the pieces fit together. It just doesn't work in some cases, and I think that maybe the magnet got reversed or something on the hand. If I keep it in this part of the cabinet, then I can just spin them around as I please. I guess you can't expect too much from PCS is what I hear nowadays, and I don't know, you know, I haven't bought a piece from them since they were making stuff like this. So, I mean, overall it's pretty cool. From up close, you see a bunch of like the little imperfections, and I don't think it's because of the colors actually. I hope this thing can withstand being on display for like years to come, because it's like an amazing piece. But I don't know if I'll invest as much money in PCS in the future, or Sideshow in general, if they're gonna like have like that approach of that they can't do anything besides just replace the statue. This doesn't peg in. I mean, like, what is acceptable for this kind of stuff, really, you know? I don't know. Tell you the truth, I've only been in the hobby for a few years now, so to me it looks like, you know, I mean, it's plain to see some of the imperfections on something so expensive. I don't know, it's crazy. Well, anyways, the piece overall, I do like the statue. I just wish, you know, the paint, if I had to grade the paint out of 10, it would be like a 5. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll be back next week with another video. Peace.